free session. So your energy and excitement is the least that you can offer. Okay, great. So before we begin, let me ask you a question. आपका हार्ट ब्रेक को लेकर एक मोस्ट पेनफुल क्वेश्चन बताइए. Okay, so as we are waiting for Salil ji, please tell us what is your number one question about healing heartbreaks. Heartbreaks के टॉपिक से रिलेटेड आपका नंबर वन क्वेश्चन क्या है? Okay.
Okay, so before we, Vivek ji, just a query I had. So
Okay.
Effectively, I would say that we are only 5 to 10 people in this meeting, because people who are having their videos off, I do not think that they are serious about the next 1 hour of session. Now, as Vivek ji told that this whole session has taken hours of work, hours of homework, promotion, preparation, and the least you can give is for next 50 to 60 minutes of your quality time. Your ears, your videos should be on. Thank you so much. जिन लोगों ने अभी भी वीडियोस ऑन नहीं किए हैं, once again a humble request. This is something that you can offer.
Yes, videos on कर लीजिए आप सभी लोग.
And yes, we can start asking our questions. Now this session is about healing heartbreaks. So whatever जो भी हमारे निजी जीवन में या फिर हमारे आसपास में हमें अभी तक ऐसा कोई भी सिचुएशन या परिस्थिति आई हो जहाँ हमें लगा हो कि ये बड़ा विडंबना होती है ना, ये रिलेशनशिप में जब किसी ने कुछ पूछा था अभी, वन साइडेड क्यों होता है, व्हाई इज लव वन साइडेड. Any questions that you have relating to this topic, feel free to post it to everyone or to personally us. We will ask these questions to Sylvia. And do not hold back. This is your time to ask. Be bold enough to ask. If you do not ask, you cannot expect solutions.
Great. And कोई पूछ रहा है कि क्या ये इसकी रिकॉर्डिंग मिलेगी? तो इन सेशंस की रिकॉर्डिंग 1 महीने बाद मिलेगी, 1 से 1.5 महीने बाद. दिस इज द मैसेज दैट वी हैव फ्रॉम सलिल भैया. एंड व्हाई इज दैट? बिकॉज we want to give you the live experience. हम चाहते हैं कि only the most serious people should get the benefits of this session. बहुत सारे लोग हैं वो अपना शेड्यूल चेंज करके पूरा अपना दिनचर्या बदलकर इन सेशंस को अटेंड कर रहे हैं. And those are the people who are most serious, most committed. Great. So please keep on sharing your questions.
The exclusivity of this program, you can imagine that I have been into Art of Living since more than last 8 years, and I have not come across such programs more than 2 times. Such programs, taking care of such topics, which in Art of Living you will seldom find. And with such a profound experience, if Salilvia is going to share, what I feel is we should share this Zoom link of meeting and we should share our personal questions. ठीक है, कुछ भी हो relating to relationships. It need not be heartbreak only, but it can be related to your relationships. Please feel free to ask. We have some questions pouring in. Vivek ji, can we invite Salil bhaiya now? Okay. So like we did last time, we have to do it a little bit more intensity this time. Let us welcome Zalilvia. How do we welcome? Whatever way you feel, just show some enthusiasm. Claps, smiles, some movement. Let's welcome Zalilvia. बहुत कम एक्साइटमेंट दिखाया आप लोगों ने, फिर भी आई हैव पुट हिम ऑन स्पॉटलाइट सिंस 16 minutes have already gone. Let us see if इतने एक्साइटमेंट में कुछ सुनने मिलेगा कि नहीं.
Yeah, so if you are ready for the session, just write yes in the chat. Yes लिखो, और बहुत ज्यादा excited हो तो yes लिखो with exclamation marks.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Jai Gurudev. I hope everybody is enjoying their weekend, has had a good holy celebration last 2 days. I just heard Pulkit announcing, please switch on your videos. तो जिन्होंने videos off रखे हैं ना, उनका one way affair चल रहा है basically. And today we are talking about relationships. Right? ताली दो हाथ से बजती है कि नहीं? मुझे ना रियली समझ में नहीं आता. हाँ ठीक है, कभी रेंज आपकी ठीक नहीं है, सपोज समटाइम्स ऐसा कुछ हो जाता है. But I have seen so many times, people have so much resistance switching on the video in a Zoom session. मतलब what are you trying to hide? क्या छुपा रहे हैं आप? और ऐसा मतलब आपके घर के दीवार का कोई कलर देख लिया तो क्या बिगड़ने वाला है आपके लाइफ में? If somebody sees the design of your curtains, what difference is it going to make? This is also one point in a relationship, transparency. How transparent are you? How open are you? अगर आप क्लोज रह रहे हो तो डेफिनेटली इट इज गोइंग टू हैव एन इफेक्ट ऑन द रिलेशनशिप. अगर राजीव जी खा रहे हो तो हमको भी बताओ ना, क्या थोड़ा पानी हमारे मुंह में भी आने दो. Okay, just a second, just a second. Okay, chalo, since you are talking about love and heartbreak and relationships, all of you type your most favorite song on the theme of love. Type the title line, which is your favorite song on the theme of love. ये चैट पढ़ के कैसा लग रहा है ना. पूरा रोमांस छा गया अभी इस पूरे सेशन में। दिल क्या करे जब कोई बात कर जाओ, माय गॉड लग जा गले। Here must go on until I found you, एक तुम हमको मिल जाओ। जरा सी दिल में दे जगह तू। तन्हाई, oh my God. Every night in my dreams I see you. चलते चलते पूरा ऐसे लग रहा है आज वैलेंटाइंस डे। Awesome. All songs of Arijit. Rather all Bollywood songs, isn't it? Bollywood, Tollywood, Collywood, जो भी है, all these woods are made up of love, ना? जिंदगी का सफर है एक ऐसा सफर, oh, that's a very tragic heartbreak. Okay, so with that romantic, rosy, sweet start, let me ask you the second question. I'm sure some of you might have experienced a heartbreak. Now, heartbreak need not be just about a relationship. Heartbreak can be about anything. Heartbreak could also be about something like you were working very hard on a project for 3 years and you were very, very hopeful of a major success and breakthrough, but it all collapsed. बहुत मेहनत की आपने, you worked like 14 hours a day, 16 hours a day, but then the project didn't go through. Or maybe a student who went to quota in standard 8 and 5 years prepared for JEE and then could not crack JEE, और उसको IIT में एडमिशन नहीं मिली, उसके लिए भी हार्टब्रेक है ना? And it's not about just about a relationship between it's just not just about the love relationship between man and woman, boyfriend, girlfriend, husband, wife. Heartbreak तो किसी भी relationship में हो सकता है. Any near and dear one, if you lose, many people lost in the last couple of years, isn't it? उसमें भी heartbreak हो सकता है. Right? So everybody has experienced what it is to be with a broken heart at least once in their life. Agree with me? Yeah? You have experienced this? कभी ना कभी तो ऐसा हुआ ही कि हमारा दिल टूट गया. Reason कुछ भी हो सकता है. So what is your solution for healing the heartbreak, for coming out of the heartbreak so far? Because life is an experiment. हम सभी ने कुछ ना कुछ experiment किया है. तो आपके हिसाब से what is a good solution to heal yourself in a heartbreak? Or what did you actually do? Or what do you think you should have done which you did not, which would have allowed you to overcome the heartbreak much faster? Focus on myself, move on, work on myself and become a better version, join the art of living. The person we love should love us back, then heart will heal. To understand nothing is permanent. Time, okay, nature, time, meditation, time, letting go, moving on, accept, pray, think, let go, less expectations, self-pampering, okay, samarpan, okay, Sudarshan Kriya and Sahaj, Satsang, Guru's grace, surrender. भाड़ में जाओ और बहुत कुछ है करने के लिए. Okay, I like that attitude. Whatever happens for a reason. Okay, self-reading, set your priorities, joined Art of Living. Aware, acknowledge, accept. It is the best that happened. Be patient. Reset. Attending advanced meditation program. Gurudev है ना? Be in the present. कविताएं लिखी होगी, शायरी लिखी होगी. ब्लॉक, क्या बात है. I too went for AMC. Surrender at the Guru's feet. Guru प्यार है. Wrote a whole blog. So many articles and poetry. Very nice. Tried for a month and tried focusing on myself. Tried to be more authentic. Very nice. Singing sad songs sometimes. वो भी क्या दिन थे. God knows best. Right, see, all of us have so many solutions. This is such a big list of solutions. I have made only 8 points. But ये देखो, यहाँ पे तो 50 के ऊपर हो गए. I think we can just log out now. हो गया. ये chat को copy कर लो. We'll just send you a copy paste of this. Wrote thinking someday she will read. Only I can love myself the way I want to be loved. क्या बात है. इतना करके भी एंजाइटी होती है कभी कभी. So need permanent solution. Okay. You know, nothing is permanent. The problem permanent है ना solution. कोई solution आ भी जाए ना तो भी दूसरा problem आ जाता है. So nothing is permanent. Okay. So first of all, let us see, since most of you are speaking in the context of love, not a professional heartbreak or not a business heartbreak, but since most of you, what you have written, it's in the context of love. Let us first see what is not love. To understand something, it is very important to understand, like if somebody asks a question to Gurudev, Shri Ravi Shankar, Gurudev, what is the purpose in life? What is my purpose in life? Gurudev said, first make a list of what is not your purpose. And as you keep making that list of what is not your purpose will start emerging. You will become more and more clear as to what is the purpose. तो पहले ये समझते हैं कि what is not love. तो ये Bollywood, Collywood, Tollywood वाला प्यार नहीं होता. That is, Bollywood is entertainment. तुम जब चलने लगती तो मेरे दिल की धड़कन तेज हो जाती. ये पत्तों की है सरसराहट या चुपके से तुमने कुछ कहा. ये हवा का है छौका या तुम्हारे आंचल की खुशबू. ये सब जो लाइंस है ना, ये सीटियां मारने के लिए है थिएटर में बैठ के. ये एंटरटेनमेंट है. इससे प्रोड्यूसर, डायरेक्टर, म्यूजिक कंपोजर, सिंगर, एक्टर, एक्ट्रेस, स्पॉट बॉयज, क्लैप बॉयज, ये लोग पैसा कमा रहे हैं. Bollywood is not to give us gyan of life. Bollywood is not for teaching us how to live our life. Bollywood is just an entertainment quotient. So it is very shocking, when especially in India, the influence of movies is very high, and I would say more in the southern part of India, but generally all over India. So there are people who actually want to emulate the scene of the movie which they have seen. वो पलटेगी तो मेरी है पलट पलट और वो पलटती भी है. तो मतलब क्या, वो पलटी मतलब क्या हो गया? तुमको ईश्वर का इशारा मिल गया, मेरे लिए कोई ना कोई कहीं ना कहीं बनाया गया है, वो यही है, यही है. ऐसा नहीं है. You know, feelings is not love. Heartbreak is what? Heartbreak is your feelings are broken. We have always understood, love as a feeling. Feelings are temporary. Feelings keep changing. आप फीलिंग्स के ऊपर डिसाइड करोगे तो जैसे फीलिंग्स चेंज होगे आपकी रिलेशनशिप चेंज होते जाएगी. Love is not a feeling. Love is not an emotion. Feeling is an expression of love, but feeling is not love. Right? जैसे एक गिफ्ट है और गिफ्ट को आपने एक wrapping paper में wrap किया हुआ है, एक अच्छे से पेपर में. That wrapping paper is the feeling. Love is the gift. But if you focus on the wrapping paper, you will lose the gift. शुरू में वो सुंदर दिखता है ना, wrapping paper में wrap किया हुआ है गिफ्ट, वो बहुत सुंदर दिखता है, लेकिन wrapping paper को खोलना पड़ता है तो ही गिफ्ट मिलेगा. So there is a role that feelings play in a relationship in the beginning, till the relationship has become very mature. Once the relationship is mature, it's beyond feelings. So love is not a feeling. There is difference between lust and love. When there is an attraction between two people, that attraction is not because of love. कुछ कुछ होता है is not love. कुछ कुछ होता है is just a sensation in the body. A sensation in the body is not love. See, there is sensation and there is emotion. Every emotion has a corresponding sensation in the body. If we treat the sensation as love, then the sensation is very temporary. The sensation comes and goes in a few minutes. That is not love. इसके लिए लोग बोलते हैं, अरे अभी मुझे वो वाली फीलिंग नहीं आ रही तुम्हारे साथ, वो वाली फीलिंग नहीं आ रही, तो मतलब क्या छोड़ दोगे? This is the problem in the West. Why so many breakups and divorces happening in the West? Because it is so much feeling and sensation based. News can be sensationalized. You cannot sensationalize love. You cannot sensationalize a relationship. It's not a movie. It's not a story. So we will check, a few points about what we want to show you today. The first one we already covered. What is not love? So what is love? Love is a commitment. What is the difference between an affair and a relationship? See, affair is a two-way taking process. What will I get from you? You are enjoying the other's company. Relationship is a mutual process. Relationship is give and take. And love is only give. Understand the difference between these three. An affair is you are taking from the other person. You are getting pleasure from the other person. You are enjoying because of the other person. Relationship is, it's give and take, both. कुछ कदम तुम चलो, कुछ कदम हम चलें. What can we do for each other? Love is even beyond a relationship. love is where only giving matters. How can I make your life better? How can I see a smile on your face? That is the only focus in love. In relationship, there are expectations. In relationship, there can be demands. So a relationship where there is less of focus on taking and more focus on giving, that is a strong relationship. You cannot eliminate taking at all. And it's important to take from the other person. If you take nothing from the other person, you want to have an ideal love. First of all, it's not going to happen because you're in a human body. And if you try to make that happen, you will worsen things because come on, now write something in your relation, whatever relationships you have, it could be husband, wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, parent and child, your children or your parents, best friends, student and teacher, whatever relationships you have, how do you feel when you give in the relationship? Just type in the chat. How do you feel? What happens to you when you give in the relationship? And I'm sure you don't feel like this or with the same intensity when you take in the relationship. तो जब आपको देने से इतना अच्छा लग रहा है, तो सामने वाले को भी देने से अच्छा लग रहा है ना? तो सामने वाले को भी देने का मौका आपने देना चाहिए. Are you getting this? If you say, no, I am in love, I will only give, I will only give, I will only give, I will not take anything from the other person, then you are depriving the other person of all this, what you have written in the chat now. So it's important to take in the relationship so that the other person also feels elevated, expanded, fulfilled. See, when you give, your self-esteem grows. Giving makes you bigger. So once a person asked Gurudev, what is true love? So Gurudev gave a beautiful answer, because true love is a topic on which you can keep talking and talking and talking and still not do justice to it. Gurudev answered in one line. One line. You know, वो line इतना powerful था कि वो scene अभी भी मुझे वो याद रह गया. मतलब that line just penetrated through my head and touched my heart. One line. How many of you want to know that one line? Just type line in the chat. It's a beautiful line. I mean, this line you can make the mantra of your relationship. Gurudev said, true love is that which can take any truth. True love is that which can take any truth. इसके बारे में ना, don't immediately try to jump to a conclusion about this line. When Gurudev कुछ बोलते हैं ना, वो बहुत बड़ा होता है, बहुत profound होता है. It's very deep what he says. So, which can take any truth. True love is that which can take any truth. So this is your homework for tonight. इसके बारे में सोचो आप. Lot of things will become clear to you as you ponder on this line. Yes, Vivek. We can see the next point now. So what is a breakup and why is it called a breakup? Yeah, you can remove the screen share. देखो कार में जब कुछ गड़बड़ होता है ना, यू आर ऑन अ हाईवे और कार में कुछ गड़बड़ हो गया, इंजन फेल हो गया, ब्रेक फेल हो गया, व्हाट इज इट कॉल्ड? ब्रेक डाउन। ब्रेक डाउन बोलते हैं। कोई बहुत नर्वस हो जाता है, किसी को एग्जाम में बहुत डर लग जाता है और वो कुछ भी गड़बड़ करके आता है, तो क्या बोलते हैं? नर्वस ब्रेकडाउन। होता है कि नहीं? बट ब्रेक अप इज कॉल्ड ब्रेक अप। कभी हैव यू वंडर्ड अबाउट दिस? इट्स नॉट कॉल्ड ब्रेक डाउन। You know why? Because life moves ahead after a breakup. You progress after a breakup. That is why it is called break up and not break down. It's the major turning point of your life. It's a major turning point of your life. You just check. When you see it in a flashback after a long time, after many years, when you look back at your breakup, you feel actually acha hua. You learn so much from that relationship and from that whole process of breaking up. And whatever you went through till you got totally healed, you learned so much. So it's a breakup. So there is no need to feel bad about it. It is okay to feel sad. It is okay to feel sad, and there is no need to hide your sadness. You need not be hypocritic. It's okay to cry. It's okay to go into a little bit of self pity. अरे यार मेरे साथ क्या हो गया? You know. It's okay to pamper you a little. All that is fine. But understand that it's happening for the good. It is bringing out something good from you. See, a seed has to break to be able to sprout, and that is when the plant starts growing. We studied this in biology, right? The seed, when it is sown inside, the whole skin has to break for it to sprout. Only then it germinates. फिर एक पौधा बनता है, पौधे का पेड़ बनता है, पेड़ को फूल आते हैं, पत्ते आते हैं, फल आते हैं, उस पेड़ से और कितने सारे पेड़ बनते हैं, but the seed has to break, isn't it? So बोलते हैं ना, when an egg is broken from an external force, it destroys life. When an egg is broken from an internal force, it gives a new life. I'm sure you have heard of this. So let your breakup not be like that egg being broken from an external force. You don't have to break. You don't have to break because of the breakup. Let something inside you break open. That is the egg being broken from an internal force, and that gives rise to a new life. A new dimension in your life will open because of that. You will be an upgraded version of yourself. Of course, it will require a lot of strength. It will require a lot of strength. You know, मेरा जब breakup हुआ था, I repeated the DSN and advanced courses many times in that phase. Advanced course gave me a very big expansion, and DSN gave me a lot of strength. You know, both these courses, I mean, I used to keep repeating the advanced and DSN courses 3 to 4 times a year. 3 to 4 times a year. छुट्टी लेके कुछ भी करके by hook or by crook, I used to land up in an advanced course. And तभी तो एडवांस कोर्स के लिए तो बैंगलोर आश्रम ही जाना पड़ता था, या तो फिर ऋषिकेश जाना पड़ता था. ऐसे हर शहर में होते नहीं थे. अभी इतना कन्वीनियंट हो गया, अभी तो ऑनलाइन अब घर में बैठ के हो रहा है, राइट? So let something inside you break from within, then it is a break up. Don't get broken because of the situation, because of whatever happened in your relationship. That difference we need to get. And that difference, what helps us for that, what helps that opening up from inside is, the sadhana, the higher level programs that Gurudev has designed, especially the advanced course and DSM course. These are very strong, very, very strong. So actually, it is such a good thing to happen, a breakup, that you should celebrate the anniversary of your breakup. Because it's a turning point of your life. मैंने बहुत साल तक वो डेट, अब मैं भूल गया, मैंने डेट वेट सब लिख के रखी थी. See, soon a time comes when you can laugh over it. If you can laugh over your breakup, means you have really healed. But if it is still making you feel a little low or regretful, then you're still not healed. Then you're not done the right things. Yeah. So we'll see what are the 8 ways. Can you show them, Vivek, the 8 ways to heal yourself after a breakup? Spend time with nature. No, I just came yesterday back from my hometown. नहीं, 2 को अभी hide कर दो. I was at my hometown, my birthplace, my native place, but the birthplace of my father, Murur Janjira, in the Konkan region of Maharashtra, along the coast. In 3 minutes walk from our house is the beach. And I would spend like 2 hours sitting on the beach, looking at the sea, and I designed some, knowledge sessions, conducted some online knowledge sessions on Ashtavakra Gita from the beach in the morning. It's so important to spend time with nature. Nature connects you to your nature. And nature loves you. I remember Gurudev in one of the talk, he says, the sun rises every day for you. The moon rises every day for you, gives its soothing moonlight. The stars love you. The trees love you. The air loves you. It goes into your nose to keep you alive. Can't we see this love in the whole creation? So when we see this love, then we realize that love is not just something coming from some person. The whole creation is made up of love. An expansion happens. The vision broadens. When you have a narrow-minded vision that one person only becomes the most important person for you, becomes the everything in your life, that is the time it troubles you more. Next. A deeper understanding of yourself. You are bigger than the relationship. Relationship is a part of you. See, हम तेरे बिन अब रह नहीं सकते, तेरे बिना क्या वजूद मेरा. ये गाना है, ये जीवन का सत्य नहीं है. किसी के बिना भी सब कुछ चल जाता है. Life moves ahead. Right? हमारा वजूद हमारे भीतर से आता है, किसी और से नहीं आता है. तो relationship is a part of you. You are bigger than the relationship. And relationships can change. There can be one relationship in one phase of your life, another one in another phase of your life. You are bigger. Please understand that. That is why एक relationship हुआ, you moved on, फिर दूसरा relationship हुआ. So breakup is not a reason for suicide, because there is much more to life. And maybe there is something better in store. Next. Storms of emotions, are they good or bad? Okay, let us type in the chat. Are they good or bad? Type either good or bad. जो पूरा इमोशनल टर्बुलेंस होता है ना, तूफान आ जाता है इमोशंस का, सैडनेस, रिग्रेट, गिल्ट, jealousy, envy, maybe vengeance. Okay, we have a lot of mixed opinions. अभी कंट्रोल वगैरह का छोड़ो, अभी बस गुड और बैड लिखो. See, an emotion just indicates that you're not a machine, you're not a computer, you're not a robot. How would life be without emotions? It would be so dry, isn't it? It only matters whether the emotion is handling you or you are handling the emotion. There is a lighthouse, every shore has a lighthouse. So even if there is a storm in the sea, the lighthouse keeps guiding the boat. And even if you fall from the boat, but if you have a life jacket, you will stay afloat. What is the life jacket? Gurudev said, knowledge is the preservative for love. Like salt is a preservative in pickles, right? Salt is a preservative. So the pickle gets preserved because of the salt in it. Similarly, knowledge is the preservative for love. Gyan. What knowledge? Knowledge of yourself, knowledge of your life, knowledge of your mind, knowledge of your true nature. Every storm that comes, have you seen, देखो आप कभी बीच पे गए होंगे, तो जब भी आप वो लहरों के साथ खेलते हो और जब आप खड़े रह जाते हो ना बीच के ऊपर और पानी आता है और फिर पानी जब वापस चला जाता है, have you noticed it takes away some sand from under your feet? How many of you have noticed that? वो पानी जाते जाते it takes away some sand from under beneath your feet. Have you noticed it? Yeah. This is what the storm of emotion does to you. It takes away some unwanted stuff, some unpleasant stuff, some negativity, something which was keeping you limited. It takes it away from you and leaves you much clearer about yourself. So storms of emotions are not bad. If you label them bad, then you're making it bad for you. Just go through the storm. Just go through the storm. It is making you stronger. It is making you realize much better what you really are. Next. Be grateful for two reasons. One, that this person came into your life. Because you had such good moments with that person contributed so much to you. You contributed so much to that person and thereby you felt expanded and fulfilled. So this person has played a big role in your life. So feel grateful for that. And then feel grateful that the person left you also. दोनों के लिए grateful हो जाओ. दोनों के लिए. वो व्यक्ति आए तुम्हारे जीवन में, उसके लिए भी ग्रेटफुल हो जाओ. और अब वो व्यक्ति गए हैं, उसके लिए भी ग्रेटफुल हो जाओ. वो व्यक्ति ने अपना रोल प्ले कर दिया और वो चले गए. Sometimes it is just because of some past karmas, maybe some from the previous lifetimes. Two people come together, they don't know why they came together, they don't know what pulled them close to each other, Even both knew that आगे कुछ होने नहीं वाला. So for some time, two people come together, they spend maybe a couple of years, whatever, 6 months, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, jo bhi time, and then they move away. Some karmas brought them together, and when that karma got nullified, they move away again. So be grateful for both. तुमको फिर से एक फ्रीडम मिला है, वो व्यक्ति अभी छोड़ के चले गए. ग्रैटिट्यूड में दुख ओवरपावर नहीं कर सकता. Either you can be miserable or you can be grateful. You cannot be both. Right? So make the better choice. Next. A big caution, word of caution. Do not get into this blame game. Do not get into guilt. Some mistakes you would have done for sure. It's okay. Take that pinch and do not repeat the same mistake. Do not keep regretting that all your life. Don't spoil your present and future. Life has so much to offer to you right this moment. Right? If you keep regretting, if you keep going into guilt, and ये blame game में तो नहीं जाना चाहिए. ना खुद को blame करो, ना दूसरे को blame करो. किसकी गलती थी? Find out whose mistake it was. ये सब करने का, analysis करने का कुछ मतलब नहीं है. Analysis paralysis बोलते हैं उसको. Yeah, forgiving yourself and forgiving the other person if you feel the other person has done something wrong. So forgive and forget. तो ना दूसरे को टॉर्चर करना है, ना खुद को टॉर्चर करना है. नेक्स्ट. बी सेंसिटिव. देखो तुम्हारे साथ ऐसा हुआ. There could be others who are more miserable than you. How about doing something for them? How about trying to help them out? Do seva. Again, this is where the DSN brought the shifting. खुद के ही प्रॉब्लम बहुत बड़े लगते थे डीएसएन कोर्स करने के पहले. जब डीएसएन कोर्स किया तो पता चला, अरे भाई दुनिया में कितने सारे लोग हैं जो और बड़े बड़े चैलेंजेस से जा रहे हैं. हम उनके लिए क्यों कुछ नहीं करें? And contribution, when you start contributing to others' lives, the moment you become useful, see, either you will feel useful or you will feel useless. कुछ लोग बोलते हैं ना, I feel used. No, you're not used. Somebody could use you because you are a useful person. You are that capable. It is better to feel useful than feel useless. तो करो कुछ, औरों के लिए कुछ करो. And that is what Gurudev has given us, this whole platform of Art of Living organization. ये organization हमारे लिए बनाया है ताकि हमको ये मौका मिले कि हम यूजफुल बन सके. और किसी एक व्यक्ति के लिए यूजफुल बनोगे तो यूज्ड लगेगा. 100 व्यक्तियों के लिए यूजफुल बनोगे तो यूज्ड नहीं लगेगा. ये जो छोटा 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 एक ही रिलेशनशिप मेरी जिंदगी है, ये एक ही व्यक्ति मेरे लिए मैटर करता है, यही व्यक्ति, तू ही मेरी जिंदगी है, तू ही मेरी सब कुछ है, जहां मैं देखूं तू ही नजर आती है, आसमान में तू, बादल में तू, पेड़ों में तू, पत्तों में तू. ये गुरु के लिए बोल सकते हैं, ईश्वर के लिए बोल सकते हैं, किसी ह्यूमन बीइंग के लिए नहीं. So be useful. Next. Relationship is not the final destination. It is part of the journey. It is something that comes on the way. That's not the ultimate destination. Two people can together complete their journey, but they have to understand that they met is not the destination. They met only to complete the journey together. Or do some part of the journey, maybe not even complete it. So it is just a part of your journey. It is not the final destination. Don't make it the end all of your life. Next. And a very important point. Focus on your higher goals. Find your true calling. क्यों आए वो धरती पर? Find your true calling. Yeah. And now we'll see the solution square. Keep this square in mind. Vivek will show them the square. See, there are unprocessed emotions of the past. If you can still not laugh over your breakup, if you cannot laughingly, jokingly talk about it to your friends, then there are still unprocessed emotions you are carrying from that past. Right? Second, know that you are not a relationship. Know that you are not just this body. Your true nature is much beyond that. Your consciousness, and that is untouched. You know, all relationships are like clouds in the sky, but you are the sky. जिसको कोई छू नहीं सकता. It's like virgin, untouched, unaffected, unblemished. Niranjan, that's the word Gurudev uses. Niranjan. Third, ability to let go. And the fourth is the way forward. But only if you have done the first three, the way forward becomes clear. If there are unprocessed emotions you are still holding on to, you will not be able to move ahead. लोग बोलते हैं ना, move on ठीक है, but अगर बहुत सारे emotions suppressed हैं अभी भी, तो move on करना possible नहीं होता. वो बाधा बन जाता है move on करने में. अगर अभी तक let go नहीं किया है, अभी तक पकड़ के रखे हैं, वो इंसिडेंट ऐसा क्यों हुआ, ये क्यों जो है ना, why did this happen with me? This is a big block, I tell you, it's a big trap. Do not question life with why. Question life with who. Who am I? Question life with what. What is the purpose of my life? Question life with how. How can I do something for someone? Do not question life with why. Why did this happen? Why did it happen to me? Why is a big trap. Who, what, and how are questions that will make you progress. Why will make you miserable. So when the first three are in place, so how will you process these emotions? How will you unstuck from why? How will you free yourself from the why? There is a skill required for that. How will you realize more and more that you are the virgin consciousness, you are untouched? Because you seem to be getting affected by so many incidents in life. The emotions seem to be affecting you. How will you let the emotions not affect you in a negative way, but only take away your negativity? How will you let go? How will you drop things when the thing is coming again and again to your mind? How will you do that? And how will you take your life forward? Here is where, the advanced programs of Art of Living come in. Here is where the DSN comes in. Here is where the advanced meditation program comes in. Especially DSN. DSN just thrashes away your past. DSN thrashes that, the smallness in us. The smallness, which makes me see only this relationship as the end all of my life. That smallness in us, when it breaks open. Amen. This smallness in us, it has to break. What is happening? If you remain in that smallness, it's like the egg is going to break by the external force. DSN is the egg breaking because of the internal force and allows you to expand. DSN is the seed breaking to be able to sprout and create a new life, a new plant, a new tree. Even when a moth when it has to come out of the cocoon, it has to break out from the cocoon. And the very process of breaking out from the cocoon develops its wings. आपने कभी ये notice किया है? How does a moth become a butterfly? The moth struggles and struggles and struggles. It tries to come out of the cocoon, and there is this story all of you must have heard. There was a man who was taking a walk in the garden. He saw the moth struggling to come out of the cocoon. So he took a pair of scissors and gently he cut the cocoon from all the four sides so that the moth could come out. It made the job of the moth very easy. The man thought, I'm helping the moth. But what had the man done? He had stopped that process of the wings to develop. The moth came out of the cocoon, but it just dropped down and died. ये जो प्रोसेस था ना उस ककून से बाहर निकलने का, उस प्रोसेस से उसके विंग्स बनने लगते हैं और फिर जैसे ही वो स्ट्रगल करता है, the right substances get secreted in the body and its wings get produced, and by the time it comes out, it starts flying. It has become a butterfly. So every time you are breaking out of a cocoon, out of your small shell, you are actually metamorphosizing. You are adding on something to your life. You are going into a next version, a next level. As computer games होते हैं, level 1, level 2, level 3, level 4. You're going to a higher level of your life. The moth becomes a butterfly. Evolution is happening. आपका evolution हो रहा है. That is DSN. Okay. And by the way, we are having a DSN in Rishikesh from April 14 to 17. And all of you, it doesn't matter whether you have done it earlier or not. जैसे बार करने होते हैं ना courses, उसको बार करते रहो. So Pulkit and Vivek, would you like to share your experience of the DSN and how it changed your life? And anybody who have, I'll be coming to the questions which you typed in the chat right in the beginning when Vivek asked you to put the questions. I'll be coming to the questions, but first we'll listen to Pulkit and Vivek about what is their experience of the DSN, and then we'll go to the questions. Yes, I have them in the chat in the beginning, and I'm sure some of the questions might have already been answered, but still we will go through a few. Yes. Over to you.
Ji, you going first?
Yeah, Vivek, would you like to go first?
Chali, I'll go first. So, okay, my experience with DSN, which Salilji appropriately said that DSN thrashes your past. Okay, so because of a lot of my past, I had a lot of these anxiety issues and everything. And when I did my DSN program, जो DSN का नाम होता है Dynamism for Self and Nation, वो पूरा मेरे में उतर गया था. And then I used to wake up and live my day through so much energy that people used to ask me that, यार ये इतनी energy कहाँ से लाता है तू? So that is my personal experience of the DSN program. Not only me, I have seen so many personal stories of people from DSN, especially जो आज का topic है heartbreak. I have seen a lot of this. So truly, when Salil Pulekar ji is saying it thrashes your past, it absolutely does. So yeah, Pulkit ji, over to you.
Yeah, so I very clearly remember. Am I audible?
Yes.
Yes.
So I very clearly remember 6 years back when I did my first DSN in Chandigarh. So I went with this so-called very critical situation in my relationship. So I had this question to my DSN teacher, and I had asked him that, where am I going? I'm at the peak of my, getting settled in relationship. I was thinking about getting married and everything. So the teacher said that just do the DSN. If the question is still unanswered within you, let it be. We will see what we can do. है ना? फिर तो कुछ हो ही नहीं सकता है ना. Then there is that ultimate surrender. So what happened after that doesn't matter much, but what has been happening till now is that an immense clarity has come into relationships. The way I perceive relationship, the way I see things now, moving ahead, going beyond my emotions, you know, thinking more about giving and then not much about taking in a relationship. This is all, honestly, this has all happened, and that the benchmark, I would say, was DSN program. Post the DSN, that clarity has come, taking responsibility of the emotions, and that sense of giving, stretching hand in a relationship rather than extracting for your pleasure, that has come. So yes, I mean, an immense change in my personality in terms of relationship. That's what DSN has done to me.
Okay, so yes, so before we start taking the questions, Vivek, why don't you give them an idea of the whole process?
Yeah. So everyone, Salvi, I'm just about to share this thing. So everyone, I'm just about to share with you a link, the registration form link for the DSN program. But let me explain to you the basic details. So DSN program.
ये करते हैं ना, let people type अभी तक जो session हुआ,
हाँ.
What is the biggest takeaway they have got from the session so far? I mean, we are still